Hi, and a huge welcome to Dream Cycle Show. I'm Anam Hayat with
Maggie Gallo
and
Deborah Viborny.
And we are so excited to present and talk about something which is very, very interesting because it impacts everybody in this world. We haven't still met, anybody who can say, "Oh, this has never impacted me." So, what are we going to talk about today, Maggie?
We are going to talk about fear. Oh. And it's a phrase that so many people fear, actually. But what I wanted to say that some degree of fear is good in our lives. Like when our parents, when we were children, our parents would be telling us, do not touch this because it's too hot, because we don't want to burn yourself, or be careful, don't jump off a building because you may die. So this degree of fear is really, really good. But what we want to focus on today is the fear of change, because a lot of people fear the unknown. And this is very natural. But how do we overcome the unknown? We overcome the unknown by facing it. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah. So when you have like big goals and when you want to do something, and the thing which really stops you is fear, because you don't know what's going to happen. You're not sure. Future is a question mark. And your mind gives you all sorts of scenarios because its job is to protect you. So sometimes it gives you the things which are not even going to happen in the future, but you start thinking all sorts of situations, and that stops you. That stops you from taking that step which is necessary for your fulfillment, for living an abundant life, for living life to the fullest. So sometimes fear can be a big enemy, isn't it, Deborah?
Yeah, absolutely. It can be our absolute worst enemy. But if we really think about what fear is, think of the acronym for fear, and that's false evidence appearing real. It's not real. I mean, you think that something's there. You put all of this emotion and energy into the what ifs and the what abouts and the all of this, and really 95%, I think that there's some statistic, it's either 95 or 98% of the things that we worry about never come to fruition anyway. It's false evidence appearing real.
Yeah, that's so powerful.
Absolutely. And I want to give you an example from my own life, my fear that I had to face. And it's doing a video like we are doing today. If someone told me to do that a few years ago, I would say never in a million years. And I had to overcome it. And it's not a problem anymore for me to jump on a call like this and present for you, because this is what I want to do. I want to teach this material to other people. And in order to do so, I have to be visible. I have to be on camera. So I had to face that fear. And it's no longer a fear. I actually look forward to those shows, to those recordings, to meetings with our students. So I've overcome that fear, but I had to face it. And initially, the few first times were quite difficult, but it's no longer the case. I actually look forward to those recordings. So this is how you overcome fears. And successful people face their fears, and that's how they become successful. People who don't want to face their fears, they want to stay in their comfort zone. They want to stay in the familiar places. They just don't want to go there. But if you want to change your life, if you want to achieve the biggest things that you dream about, you have to face the fear. But it's not really fear. It's an idea in our mind, and it's so easy to overcome when you think about it. And it's also about reacting and responding. Instead of reacting to the fear, we should respond to it. Intelligently respond to the fear.
That's good. Yeah.
So what it means, I mean, my fear showing up on those videos was, what are other people going to think about me? But I don't even see them. I mean, I see when we do live Zoom classes, I see my students and I absolutely love them. But I focus on them. I don't focus on myself. I focus on them. I want to focus on what I'm trying to deliver, what I'm trying to give them. And that fear is not real. It was all in my imagination. That's how you.
So many of us are afraid of what other people think, or used to be afraid of what other people think if you've overcome it. But the reality is that, what's that saying? It's none of your business what other people think about you.
Yeah,
it really isn't. It's none of your business what other people think about you. And think about, what do they mean in your life anyway? Do they pay your bills? Do you come home to dinner to them every night? Do they have a place in your heart or your world? The majority of times that we're fearful about, what other people think. It's fictitious in our mind. It's like more the masses rather than specific people that really don't have anything to do with our lives.
That's
I
so
absolutely
beautiful.
love that. Absolutely love that quote. What other people think, it's none of your business.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
And also, one of the greatest ways to deal with fear is to actually get closer and get attached to your goal. So if you have a dream in your mind, and if you really want to achieve that, and to going towards that, you have lots of ideals which are stopping you, then the power, your desire to actually achieve that goal can actually overcome those fears. And the reality is that your future is going to be created by what you're thinking and what you're feeling. So now the choice is yours, whether you choose fear or you choose faith. Whatever you choose is going to be written for the next chapters in your life. So if you choose fear, then whatever you are assuming, some of that might actually happen, not because it was supposed to happen, but it will happen because your thinking and your feeling creates your reality. But if you choose faith, then actually all those things which you thought could happen won't happen, because you are writing in the chapters of your life. And if you're thinking in positive terms, positive things are going to happen. So that's what Earl Nightingale in Strangest Secrets said. That's so beautiful, that if you think in positive terms, you get positive results. If you think in negative terms, you get negative results. So fear and faith both demand you to believe in something that you don't know of, that hasn't happened yet. So it's a question mark. But what would you choose? Because whatever you're going to choose is become the part of your reality. So you are creating your own life here. You are the in charge. You are the writer.
Absolutely. Yeah, you really can't talk about fear without talking about faith, can you?
Yeah.
I mean, in the United States this week, we're celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday, and Martin Luther King had a quote that said, "Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step." And I think that that's so appropriate. It's the same with, a real life situation with us driving at night. We're not going to be able to see the destination of where we're going at night. We can only see as far as our headlights take us. And we have to have faith that the next step is going to appear, or the next mile of the road is going to appear after our headlights, hit the marker. And so you have to have faith to keep on going. And you don't have to. It's a choice. So literally, you have to be aware to choose whether you're going to live in fear and shrink back and stay in your comfort zone, or live in faith and believe, because faith is belief, believing, good things instead of bad, believing that the things that you're working towards are going to work out, believing that you'll get the vision of the next mile once you hit that marker, and believing that once you take that next step on the staircase, the next things that you need in your life will appear on the next step.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. So remember, always choose faith over fear.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So hope you had a lovely time in this show. And the next show, we will talk about something even more interesting. So stay tuned. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. We create lots and lots of transformational content to help you break through to the next level in your life where you really want to go.